Hey everyone. 2 years ago I was an officer in the IDF and I was looking forward to my well-deserved break, going home for Pesach, spending time with family, with friends. But a week before Chag, the army informed me and the rest of my unit that we were all going to be on lockdown. We had to stay on base. We were going to do the Seder there, only one Seder in Israel, and we weren't going home. So being that I was one of the only religious soldiers there, I took it upon myself to lead Seder that year. Where do I even start? Leading a Seder or 100 soldiers, many of whom come from a secular background. What are the critical aspects of the Seder that I can't give up on? What's the most essential message that I should give over? And how do I do it? So that's one question that I'm going to leave for now. I'm going to ask a second question, which is really asked by the Minchat Chinuch. He asks, all year we have a mitzvah of Zichirat Yitzia Mitzrayim, of remembering leaving Egypt. But on the Seder night, we have another mitzvah which is called Sipur Yetziat Mitzrayim, telling the story of leaving Egypt. And he says, what's the difference between these two mitzvot? They seem to be the exact same idea. Why do we need a special mitzvah for the Seder night of remembering, experiencing, thinking about Yetziat Mitzrayim? Again, we have that all year. And he suggests that the difference is on Seder night, it's a collective mitzvah. It's not something that we do on our own, that we remember, that we think about, but we engage other people. And it's part of a communal or familial or friends. It's an event that we experience together. That's one possible answer. Another answer that maybe you can understand from the Rambam says, on Seder night you have to experience Yetziat Mitzrayim as if you are leaving Mitzrayim on that night. Meaning, it's not about the past. Zichirat Yetziat Mitzrayim, the normal mitzvah is just remembering something that happened in the past. But the mitzvah on Seder night is to actually experience it as if we are leaving Egypt right now. That's why some people dress up and some people pretend they're slaves and then they put on their backpacks and go on a hike as if they're leaving Egypt. So those are two possible answers. Some other ideas thrown out by Rav Chaim Soloveitchik are, on Seder night we use props, and Pesach, Matzah, and Maror, whereas throughout the year it's just a thought. And also possibly on Seder night we have to ask questions, whereas throughout the year we don't ask questions. The Gemara even says if you're on your own on a desert island for Pesach, you have to ask all of the Manishtana questions and you have to answer them. And Rav Soloveitchik says that on Seder night there's an additional aspect of Hallel, of praise and thanking Hashem, whereas throughout the year you just remember that we left Egypt. On Seder night it has to bring us to praising Hashem and recognizing how great He is. And I think all of these ideas are based on one unifying idea, that is experiencing leaving Egypt. We are experiencing leaving Egypt. It's an experiential learning night, the Seder. And it's asking questions, it's engaging community members, it's engaging our family, it's experiencing it as if we're leaving right now. That's all part of what I tried to give over when I was leading the Seder 2 years ago in the army. And I hope everyone else here will be successful in experiencing Chag, feeling as if we're leaving Egypt, and looking forward to seeing everyone in camp this summer. Have a Chag Sameach.